everyone. So it has been quite some time since I made a video, but I just feel like I've got so much that has been building up inside of me, in my heart, in my mind. And well, I love to write, and if you haven't checked out my blog, by all means, it's just my name, jendellafave.com. I've been sharing a little bit more, about me lately, and I feel like, not to use all the trendy buzzwords, but there's just something calling me to be more authentically me. And I just want to share that. I just want to share some of my thoughts. I was literally in the middle of the Rachel Hollis podcast. She's interviewing Trent Shelton, I think his name is. Just discovered him through her. Great speaker, lots of motivation. And I just feel like we just live in this like crazy world, right? Like there are people that we can follow from all over the world, whether they're simply, another fellow stay-at-home mom and I can resonate with her, or a high-powered businesswoman in real estate, or, someone who's madly in love with her husband and constantly, sharing and showing that affection, because that might not be a social norm here, that a lot of people, I feel like husband bashing is kind of in, and I'm not about that. So either way, I don't want to digress. I want to stay focused, which is hard because I'm not going to edit this video. But I don't know. I just want to hop on and just kind of say, like, it's so important to get out of our own head and to reach out and relate to people that are similar to us, but then also just take that quiet time and really focus on you, because when you do, amazing things start happening. And I'm not one to sit here and say, you must believe in God, you've got to, I'm very spiritual. I feel as though there is so much to learn from multiple religions, that there's a lot out there that can be taught without the word from God. But a lot of things do come from the Bible. And I find that that's like a very interesting note, because I am not someone who is super religious. I don't attend church. I wasn't even baptized. When I was like 3 or 4, I ran away. I didn't want my hair wet. So I guess what I'm just trying to say is that just be a good person, right? And learn to take things lightly if you're somebody that keeps it all kind of like, it kind of comes up in, sorry, my dog, stressing out, and you're just always agitated and you're looking for the next, like, oh, he said, she said. Just, you need to like pause and stop the madness, because each of us is running our own race here. We're all on our journey, like I was saying. And everybody's just so different. So what might work for you might not work for Susie. It might not work for Sam. It might not work for, the mom down the street with 3 kids. And what worked for your parents might not work for you. And so I just feel like we need more just supportive people, because everybody is so quick to judge. And I just get so fired up. And I think I brought up religion because, like I said, I listened to Rachel Hollis, and whenever I see a fellow person that likes her or shares a quote by her, and I see that she's like taking that step and trying to better herself, better her family, put herself out there, and then you've got this whole other group of people who refuse to pick up her book, refuse to listen to Rachel talk, and maybe they're hung up on that, she's not a proper Christian, or she doesn't say the right things, or oh my gosh, she wore these jeans with that shirt, like whatever their problem is, right? But there's gonna be people out there, guys, that don't like you, and it's just gonna have to be what it is, right? One of my favorite little quotes is, I'm not everybody's cup of tea, and I'm not trying to be anymore, right? And it's just like when you can start slowly stepping into it, and it's not like you wake up one day and say, oh, their opinion of me doesn't matter. Because if you have a heart and you have feelings and you're empathetic, which I am, it's hard to put the blinders on and pretend like, oh, it doesn't matter what he or she thinks. I'm just gonna keep doing this anyways. Because honestly, it does matter what some people think, but I think it was Rachel who said, or I've heard it by several other people as well, like any self-help book that you might read, which if you do read them, like go you, like who wouldn't want to better themselves? It's just another way to grow and learn and realize that who you were 5 years ago and who you're going to be in 5 years from now shouldn't be the same person. But this little scrap of paper, like pick 5 people or however many it is and write those names down. You know, for me, it's not a very long list, and I do things and I say things because of a lot of other people. Like I worry about what they're gonna think or what they have to feel, or oh my gosh, if I step on their toes, and I'm really working on trying to step into my authenticity and not care so much. So I had to jump on real quick and just take a quick video and share this without any makeup. This is real life post-gym, and just say that that's okay. And it's not like you just wake up one day and you have 1 million Instagram followers, or you run a successful business, or your kid becomes a valedictorian. Like whatever you're pouring your life work into, that's most important. And so find your list, make a list, make it small, and then just focus on, okay, what I'm putting out into the world, what I'm sharing, what I'm creating, what I'm doing, these people matter, and the rest, they don't, because it's just so easy to get caught up and bogged down by all of the different ways somebody can say something to you. Email, text message, Facebook comment, Facebook message, Instagram, Twitter, everything else, right? Like there's like 1 million ways to be contacted, and none of them matter if you don't let them. And some are going to be great things. Some people are going to like commend you and oh my gosh, you're an inspiration, and those feel so good, right? Like it's so good. So I try really hard to like spread that love as well, because I know when I'm having a down day and I share, gosh, you know, like I'm struggling a little bit, and I get you're an inspiration from a random person that follows me, makes me want to like share more, right? And that's what I feel like the energy that the universe, God, whomever you're believing in, that's the stuff that makes life worth living, you know, like the stopping and the appreciating and the encouraging and not the bashing, not the hating. Like, I don't know how these people have time, quite honestly, but you know, it just is what it is. Haters gonna hate, right? The whole like Taylor Swift song goes through my head when I say that. But, and I have to give credit to Lindsay Preston, who I've been working with. We did the 21-day challenge. I finished it. I've got a whole post coming on it. It was incredible. I dove into some things that I didn't know were there. I've kind of revealed some things about myself that I kind of knew, but I didn't understand the whys I was like that or what I was doing exactly. And so she's taught me some really great ways to just like pull back me, like who am I? Because if you have kids and you have a husband and you've got business and dogs and this and that, you kind of lose you. And all of a sudden you're kind of like going through the motions of like, okay, I've got this, and this to do. And then it catches up to you because you're not a robot, as my mom would tell me. So you have to stop and you've got to celebrate your wins, and you have to appreciate, you know, be grateful for things. And, you know, whether it's life coaching that you're choosing to do or therapy, because a lot of people need to be in therapy, you know, there's options. Or if it's listening to a self-help book on a rough day, or, you know, a day where we're kind of like Joe and I will always pull up 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself by Steve Chandler. I pull it right up on YouTube, and just lists 100 different ways to get motivated. You know, like those are tools, those are strategies, and don't let anybody tell you that they're not okay or that you shouldn't be doing them, because that's like telling somebody, oh, you know, you're taking this medication for your disease. Like, why are you doing that? Well, because you don't want to die, right? Like you want to get better. So I just had to share my heart a little bit and just really just be you, man. Like, don't keep worrying and like let those little tiny like naysayers or whatever they are, just like stay in your lane. I love that quote. Focus on you, do good in the world, give back however you can, monetarily, your time, you know, and even if it's just in your own home, if you just stay home with your one child or 3 children or whatever you're doing, or you just have a dog. But if you're just a nice person, you know, it doesn't have to be so hard. Just focus on you, because our world is just so infiltrated on all of the social media channels that we kind of, I feel, lose sight of that. So my little PSA today, and maybe I'll make some more videos, but do you, be you, and use those tools and share the tools, because you just never know who you might help. So before you go tearing down somebody else, think about, who could I help instead of who can I bash? So have a great day.